Hi, everyone, and good morning. I'm News 2 meteorologist Marcus Bagwell, and we are glad to be with you for another edition of News 2 Gives Back. This is in partnership with Metropolitan Nashville University, along with the Nashville Predators, and we're so excited to be here for today. And we are at Metro Police Headquarters in near downtown Nashville, but today we are at the Domestic Violence Division, and I'm here with Captain Kevin Lovell. Thank you for taking time to join us, and congratulations on your recent promotion here to Captain, and we're so excited to be here with you all. Tell us a little bit more about what your division does.
Our division has 21 detectives, 6 sergeants and 2 lieutenants, and myself, and we investigate domestic violence cases from across the county. We also investigate high-risk intervention cases where suspects are more likely to seriously injure or kill their victim, and we also investigate vulnerable adult and protective cases like APS or Adult Protective Services send us.
Okay, so you range pretty much the whole spectrum from child through adult ages and whatnot. You all probably are doing a lot of education work too, especially for the younger kids to know more about what domestic violence is, how to avoid that.
Yes, sir. We're also doing some classes. We're working on classes with the Metro school system to put together a teen dating class that will teach them what healthy relationships look like, what bad relationships look like, and how they can see and notice the signs of domestic violence that they're probably already noticing in their home if they're going through that. But this class just helps them identify that and works them through the process of notifying the proper people, counselors at school, SRO at school, someone they trust, an adult at school, and they can notify us.
Okay, and you were mentioning earlier that you all have a big family division, I believe that's what you were saying, to talk for families to reach out or get assistance. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, the Family Safety Center is one of the largest in the nation. It's located right next door to us at 610 Murfreesboro Pike. They have advocates, counselors, an area for children to come in while the adults are coming in and trying to get some services like safety planning, orders of protection, counseling, trauma counseling. They do all that on site, and they also help refer people to long-term counseling if they need that as well.
All right, and y'all do a lot of events, as you mentioned, a lot of things in partnership with Metro Schools, but most recently y'all had a big event back this past Saturday on October the 1st, the Bridge event. Tell us more about that and what that entails when people are maybe thinking about it for next year.
Yeah, so the Meet Us at the Bridge event is sponsored by the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Every year they get together for the Meet Us at the Bridge event where they honor and remember victims who have died from domestic violence incidents in the past year. And so they bring the families together. We post on Facebook. We post everywhere we can possibly post to get people to come up. And so that event honors the victims that have died. So we honor them, remember them for domestic violence. We also honor the families, support the families, bring the community together to help them and support them. And then the families will be able to come up. We read the names individually. The families come up. They'll be able to say something about their family member, and then they get a rose that they're able to go over and they toss into the river as remembrance.
Wow, very special, very, I'm sure, emotional too, but something very important to be able to honor those that have been unfortunate victims with domestic violence. Now, there's a lot that goes on with this, and what are some ways and how can people contact you all if they feel that domestic violence is happening or they're seeing it, because it can happen at any age range from the young to even the elderly as well?
Correct, yeah. So they can reach out to us. We have a Facebook page, MMPD Domestic Violence Division. We also have the Metro Police Department's Facebook page. They can reach out to us. They can walk into the Family Safety Center at 610 Murfreesboro Pike and get services, or they can call our line, 862 or 880-3000 to get services, or they can call the dispatch center and they'll send a police car out to them and they can help them get down to our location to get the services that they need.
Okay. All right. Awesome. And then one more thing, and sometimes the stigmatism of domestic violence usually relates to a female, a woman, but this can also happen to men as well. And how would you encourage maybe men or even women that feel like that they're in this situation and they just don't know how to communicate that? Do you have any advice for them on ways to reach out or to come forward to share this information? Because it is important.
It is, yeah. And if they're not sure who to reach out to or what to do, they can always come down to the Family Safety Center and not necessarily see a police officer, but they can start the counseling services. They can start the trauma counseling that they need to kind of get over that desensitization to what they've been going through. And I want to tell everybody that domestic violence doesn't just affect men and women and children. It affects the entire society. More money is lost in wages to victims not being able to work. It affects the economy from shutting down services that we would normally get because victims are either injured, not able to work, in a hospital, not able to work, or just embarrassed and don't want to leave their house, or being isolated by their abuser.
Okay, so it's very important to make sure that you get the help that you need, and you're able to do that by going to the Family Counseling Center where they're able to offer you help. Well, Captain Lovell, we're so excited for you all. Thank you so much for what you all do here for Davidson County. We're glad to bring you all lunch today, and all of this is provided by Trevecca Nazarene University and the Nashville Predators. This has been a News 2 Gives Back as we get to honor our first responders, those that are on the front lines with the Domestic Violence Division. Have a good day.